Des is a human, not a monster. Des's appearance has never been described in detail, but you can see her horns in her silhouette in the flashback in chapter 3, you say. Well, that could just be a horned headband, just like the one Chris is wearing, which would make sense. This theory would give Chris and Des a direct connection, something more than just friends of siblings. They would come from the same place, both humans trying to exist in a monster world. Noelle telling stories about how Des used to smack Chris could even mean that Des understood what Chris was going through in a way no one else did. Let's take a look at some of the details that support this theory. If you pay attention to Des's closet in chapter 4, you will notice something interesting: Des's shoes. The Holiday family clearly wears hooved shoes, but Des's shoes in the closet stand out as normal shoes. Why would Toby go out of his way to add that detail unless it was meant to tell us something? Then, also in the closet, there's the shirt. I've seen a lot of people assume that the striped shirt in Des's closet belonged to Asriel. It matches his iconic look, that we know from Undertale at least, and more importantly, it matches Chris's shirt. So what if it's not Asriel's shirt? What if it is a clue pointing to the only other human we know exists in this universe? It wouldn't be the first time Toby used clothing as a subtle foreshadowing. All the heart-shaped objects in the Holiday family home are very suspicious. Why would Des have a pile of heart-shaped pillows or whatever that is in her closet? We learn from Noelle that their mother Carol collects these heart-shaped things, and if we take a look at one of those heart-shaped objects in-game, it says it's a heart-shaped object or a soul-shaped object. It's starting to add up. Finally, we have Sansa's line from the Xbox version of Undertale. I think we've all heard this at this point, but unless you haven't, in the Xbox version of Undertale, Sans mentions the Holiday sisters as the antlered girl and her big sis, suggesting that Des does not have antlers. Coincidence? I think not. For me, all these little clues feels a little too deliberate to ignore. And the more I think about it, the more I am convinced that Des is human. Des's soul, soul reincarnation, and Chris. Let's say Des is a human. Could it be that her soul is the one we actually control in Deltarune? We actually don't know whose soul is currently inside of Chris. So what if the red soul that we are controlling is actually Des's reincarnated soul? It would be an interesting twist that the heart's determination, the red soul's determination, basically would mean that it can reincarnate. Soul reincarnation would also fit perfectly with one of this game's biggest themes. No one can choose who they are in this world. Well, that's it for this one. I hope you enjoyed the video. Please like it if you did and subscribe to my channel because I have a lot more videos coming. Let me know if you like it and see you in the next one. Bye bye!